In a prison deep in the Afghan desert, the inmates were all hardcore Taliban members. The soldiers weren't there to offer comfort. They were there to interrogate the organization's high-ranking officers and find out who was plotting to attack the U.S. military base. The CIA director personally led the questioning. When one of the detainees raised his head, she realized, to her shock, that he was American. She tried everything to talk sense into him, hoping to save a countryman gone astray. Elsewhere in the prison, a guard unlocked another prisoner's handcuffs. The man immediately grabbed a bottle of water, gulping it down, then spat it all over the guard. It burned. A split second later, a match struck, igniting the guard in flames. The prisoner snatched his keys and weapon, killing another guard before freeing all the inmates. Gunfire erupted across the compound. The CIA director kept trying to reason with the American traitor, but he coldly pointed out that she was nothing more than a cog in the military-industrial slaughter machine. The prison had fallen into chaos. The team leader radioed headquarters, asking for extraction, and ordered the lone woman outside to climb a watchtower for overwatch. 2 other soldiers rushed to the control room to seal the main gates. Before they could finish, the Taliban fighters broke through. The team leader laid a trap, pulling an electrical wire into a puddle to slow them down. Soon, waves of screaming prisoners flooded the corridors. Their only thought now to kill Americans and capture the woman alive. With no weapons left, the soldiers used iron pipes to fight back. 2 commandos managed to lock down the control room, sealing the gates to keep 1,000 Taliban inside. But if the inmates couldn't escape, they'd start hunting the Americans trapped with them. The director's group began moving east under heavy cover. Guided by command from headquarters, they reached the outer wall and waited for their chance. Reinforcements, about 20 minutes out, were already on their way to the prison. Outside, the team set up a makeshift bomb using a metal pipe, some explosives, and wiring. After covering it with dry grass, they lit the charge and blew a hole through the wall. With the CIA director and the Taliban leader in tow, they jumped into a Humvee and sped off. But the Taliban reinforcements spotted them, turned their vehicles around, and gave chase. U.S. drones were still 5 minutes out. They were on their own. During the escape, one of the Americans took a bullet to the leg and began to bleed out. The CIA director leaned toward the captured Taliban commander, shouting over the roar of the engine, demanding he reveal which base was the next target. Before he could answer, a rocket screamed toward them from behind.